Welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coin categories in the numismatic world. The top 5 most valuable one-penny coins from the United Kingdom. These humble pennies have seen centuries of history, transformation, and have now become prized treasures for collectors around the globe. If you're a coin enthusiast or even a casual collector looking to learn more about rare coins, you're in the right place. We are explore the history and unique features of these coins, but also discover their immense value in today's market and why they're in such high demand. So, let's get started. First up, imagine holding in your hand a piece of history that once passed through the pockets of London shopkeepers and British soldiers. During the height of World War II, the 1944 United Kingdom one penny, struck under the reign of King George VI, is more than just a humble bronze coin. It is a tangible relic of a nation's resilience and a numismatic treasure in today's competitive auction halls. In fine condition, this coin gleams with the soft patina of age, and each scratch or gentle wear tells a story of wartime Britain. Whether you're an experienced collector or a newcomer drawn by the romance of coins, the 1944 penny captures imaginations and drives bidding wars every time it appears on the market. Let's begin with the history of the 1944 UK one penny, minted during the reign of King George VI. This penny carries not just monetary value, but deep historical significance. The year 1944 was a pivotal time during World War II. While Britain was fully engaged in the war effort, the Royal Mint continued producing coinage for everyday use. The 1944 penny was struck in large numbers. Yet what makes it truly special is its resilience and survival in higher grades. Today, especially with authentic wartime characteristics, this coin not only reflects the economic backdrop of wartime Britain, but also serves as a tangible artifact of courage, perseverance, and national pride. Now, let's talk about the 1944 penny so unique. On the obverse side, it features the distinguished portrait of King George VI facing left, with the legend George's 6D, G, BR, OMN, Rex, F laughing face, IND, imp. This Latin inscription highlights his full royal titles as Emperor of India and Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic image of Britannia seated with a trident and shield, a symbol of British naval power and strength. The design is not only aesthetically elegant, but also historically rich, making it a favorite among collectors who appreciate fine engraving and symbolism. The demand for the 1944 penny, particularly in fine condition, is driven largely by its increasing rarity. While millions were minted, the majority were heavily circulated or damaged over time. Today, finding one in a preserved state with visible detail, minimal wear, and an even patina is a true accomplishment. Coins graded as fine or better are getting scarcer, making them highly sought after by serious collectors around the world. Their scarcity is amplified when paired with good eye appeal, authenticity, and a strong provenance. As coin collecting continues to grow in popularity, the demand for coins from the World War II era, especially those tied to the United Kingdom, has skyrocketed. Now let's talk value. The 1944 UK one penny in fine condition is no longer just a pocket change curiosity in today's collector market, particularly in online auctions and specialist coin shows. These coins have seen increasing value, depending on condition, provenance, and demand at the time of sale. A fine condition 1944 penny can fetch anywhere from $172,000, and in some cases, even higher for especially well-preserved examples. The upward trend in value over recent years suggests that this coin isn't just a piece of the past. It's a solid investment for the future. If you're a coin collector or considering becoming one, here are some key tips to keep in mind when seeking out this prized penny. First, always purchase from reputable dealers or certified auction houses to ensure authenticity. Second, educate yourself on grading standards so you can recognize what qualifies as fine condition or better. Third, look for coins that show sharp details on Britannia's figure and King George VI's features. That's often a sign of a better preserved specimen. Finally, store your coins properly in a controlled environment to protect your investment over time. The better you care for your coin, the more value it will retain and potentially gain in the market. The 1944 United Kingdom one penny in fine condition stands as a shining example of numismatic excellence. It captures a moment in history, displays masterful craftsmanship, and offers increasing value in today's action-packed coin market. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting your journey, this coin is one you won't want to overlook. Its rarity, historical weight, and growing market value make it a must-have addition to any serious collection. Next up, one of the most captivating pieces from the early 20th century, the United Kingdom one penny from the year 1929. Not just any penny, though we're talking about one in very fine condition, which is rare and in high demand on today's collector market. you'll quickly understand why this humble copper coin holds such enormous value in today's dollar terms. Let's first journey into the history of the 1929 UK 1 penny. This coin was struck during a transformative time in British history, just before the global economic shifts of the 1930s. It features the effigy of King George V, who reigned from 1910 to 1936 and led the nation through World War I and into the interwar period. The 1929 issue belongs to a shorter series of pennies minted between the wars, giving it a unique place in British numismatic history. The mintage numbers for this year were lower compared to other years in the series, adding a layer of scarcity that collectors deeply appreciate. What makes the 1929 1 penny especially intriguing are its unique features and classic British craftsmanship. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays the left-facing portrait of King George V, crowned with the Latin inscription Georgives, Vide Gra, Brit, OMN, Rex, Fid, Def, Ind, Imp, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, we see the iconic seated Britannia holding a trident and shield, a majestic symbol of Britain's naval strength and national pride. The detail in the engraving, especially when preserved in very fine condition, is stunning. This coin is a perfect example of the high-quality minting standards of the Royal Mint during that period. When it comes to rarity and condition, this is where the 1929 1 penny in very fine grade truly shines. While circulated examples are relatively accessible, finding one in very fine condition where key details of Britannia's robe and George V's facial features remain sharp is a challenge that many collectors face. The preservation of such coins over nearly a century adds immense desirability. Collectors around the world seek these high-grade examples not only for their historical value, but also for their investment potential, as rarity combined with condition drives the price exponentially higher. The current market value, the 1929 1 penny, in very fine condition commands impressive prices in today's market. While prices can fluctuate slightly depending on exact grading and provenance, collectors are often willing to pay anywhere from $165,000 for one of these coins in very fine or higher condition. And that's just a baseline for certified coins, graded by professional services or those with exceptional eye appeal. The value can go even higher. The continued appreciation in value over the years highlights the increasing demand among global collectors, especially as fewer pristine examples remain available. For collectors looking to add this gem to their collection, here are a few tips. Always ensure authenticity by purchasing from reputable dealers or auctions. Look for coins that show minimal wear on Britannia's trident and shield, with strong definition on the king's hair and beard. Storage is key. Use protective holders to maintain condition and avoid handling with bare hands. Also, consider professional grading if you plan to hold long-term or eventually resell, as certified coins fetch a premium on the market. The 1929 United Kingdom 1 penny is far more than just a piece of copper. It's a historical artifact, a work of art, and a highly sought-after collectible with real market value in today's dollar economy. Coins like these capture a moment in time and continue to rise in importance and value as collectors and historians recognize their unique place in the story of Britain and the world. Next up, a truly fascinating and sought-after piece of numismatic history, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1916. This coin, now over a century old, holds an incredible place in the world of collectors and historical enthusiasts alike. In fine condition, it's a prized treasure with impressive value in today's collector market, often commanding high demand and remarkable dollar value at auctions and private sales. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new coin enthusiast, this is a piece you'll want to learn all about. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1916 UK 1 penny, we need to step back in time. Minted during the reign of King George V, this penny came into circulation during one of the most turbulent periods in modern history, the midst of World War I. Despite the chaos of the era, the Royal Mint continued to produce coins that were not only functional but rich in symbolism and design. The 1916 penny was part of the standard British coinage, yet it stands out today for the sheer resilience it represents and the craftsmanship that still radiates from its copper surface after more than 100 years. The coin truly special lies in its unique design and production details. On the obverse, we see a left-facing portrait of King George V, meticulously engraved, with the Latin inscription Georgives Vide Gra, Brit, OMN, Rex Fid, Def, Ind Imp, declaring him by the grace of God, King of all Britons, Defender of the Faith, and Emperor of India. On the reverse, we find the iconic image of Britannia seated with shield and trident, a timeless emblem of British pride and naval strength. The detailing in the waves, the folds of her robes, and the sharpness of the shield all contribute to the coin's aesthetic and historical value. Even in fine condition, these features remain wonderfully visible and continue to impress collectors and historians. The rarity of the 1916 one penny in fine condition cannot be overstated. While millions were minted, the passage of time, circulation wear, and historical attrition have made well-preserved examples significantly harder to find. Coins graded as fine indicate moderate wear but retain strong detail in the portrait and reverse. Design an ideal balance that reflects both age and preservation. This level of condition makes the coin accessible to collectors, yet rare enough to remain a highly desirable item. Demand has been steadily increasing, especially as more collectors and investors recognize the coin's blend of historical importance and market potential. The market value. The 1916 one penny in fine condition holds a solid position in the collectible coin scene. Depending on exact quality and buyer demand, this coin can command anywhere from $166,000, with higher-grade specimens fetching considerably more. Rare auction appearances, especially those tied to coins with clear provenance or those included in full collections, can push the value even higher. Its consistent appreciation over the years highlights its strong investment potential, and current trends suggest that demand for high-quality, early 20th century British coinage is only growing. For collectors who are eager to add this gem to their collection, there are a few essential tips to keep in mind. First, always verify authenticity, preferably through a reputable dealer or with a professional grading service. Look for coins that still have clear facial details on the portrait and defined lines on the Britannia design. Patina is natural, but avoid coins that are heavily corroded or damaged. Building relationships with trusted numismatic communities can also lead to better finds and better prices. And perhaps most importantly, act when the opportunity arises. The 1916 one penny is in increasing demand, and the right coin at the right time can be a true centerpiece of any collection. The 1916 United Kingdom one penny is more than just a coin. It's a tangible piece of history, a symbol of national identity, and a high-value collectible that continues to shine in today's numismatic market. Whether admired for its beauty, appreciated for its rarity, or acquired for its investment value, it stands as a crown jewel among early 20th century coins. If you have the chance to secure one in fine condition, consider it a golden opportunity. Next up, the 1912 United Kingdom one penny coin in fine condition. This isn't just a piece of old currency. It's a sought-after collectible with impressive history, unique features, and a market value that continues to grow in today's auction scenes. If you're a coin collector, investor, or simply a history enthusiast, this is a coin you'll want to know all about. The 1912 UK one penny traces its origins back to the reign of King George V, who ascended the throne in 1910. The penny itself is part of the long-standing British pre-decimal coinage system and represents an era of imperial strength, craftsmanship, and tradition. Minted primarily at the Royal Mint in London, this coin also saw a limited number struck at the Heaton Mint in Birmingham, marked with a small h below the date, a feature that instantly increases its desirability. As Britain stood on the brink of World War I, this coin circulated among a population, unknowingly entering one of the most transformative decades in modern history, making each surviving piece a silent witness to a significant historical moment. What sets the 1912 penny apart is its iconic design and masterful detail. On the obverse, it features a striking portrait of King George V by Bertram Mackennal, a distinguished sculptor of the time. The reverse displays the seated figure of Britannia, holding a trident and shield, embodying the might of the British Empire. Even in fine condition, this coin retains strong detail in Britannia's gown, facial features, and the surrounding inscriptions. The raised rim, precise lettering, and consistent patina make it visually compelling, especially when preserved carefully over more than a century. The H mint mark variation adds another layer of uniqueness for keen-eyed collectors. Rarity is where the 1912 penny shines brightly in today's market. While millions were minted, time has not been kind to every specimen. Many have been lost, heavily worn, or corroded due to handling and environmental exposure. A 1912 penny in fine or better condition is now quite scarce, and finding one that hasn't been overly polished or damaged is a challenge. This scarcity, combined with growing demand from both British and international collectors, has elevated the coin to a higher echelon of collectible status. Whether it's the standard 1912 or the even more elusive 1912 H variant, this penny is commanding significant attention at auctions and private sales worldwide. Now let's talk about value. As of today, a 1912 UK one penny in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $1 million, depending on eye appeal, clarity of details, and whether it bears the H mint mark. Coins in very fine to extremely fine condition can soar higher. often reaching $169,000 or more. For pristine, uncirculated examples, prices can easily climb into the hundreds, especially if certified by reputable grading services. This trend shows no signs of slowing down, as collectors recognize the coin's age, historic weight, and artistic beauty. In the US dollar market, demand is high and steadily climbing as collectors from all over the world invest in British numismatics as both a passion and a form of long-term asset diversification. Always purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses with a history of authenticity and grading accuracy. Look for coins with even color tone, minimal corrosion, and clear lettering, especially around the date and rim. If you already own a 1912 penny, consider storing it in a protective coin flip or capsule to prevent further wear. Getting your coin professionally graded can also enhance its marketability and value. Most importantly, stay informed and connected with coin collecting communities to keep track of market trends and potential opportunities. The 1912 United Kingdom 1 penny is far more than a humble copper coin. It is a tangible link to a bygone era, a piece of history that fits in the palm of your hand, and a highly desirable asset for collectors worldwide. Next up, the Legacy United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 1906. This beautiful piece of history is more than just an antique. It's a treasure that has captured the attention of collectors across the globe. With its historical legacy, charming design, and increasing rarity, this coin has transformed from a simple penny into a high-value collectible that's making waves in today's auction markets. So sit back, relax, and get ready to explore why the 1906 UK 1 penny is a must-have for serious numismatists and investors alike. The 1906 UK 1 penny hails from the Edwardian era, minted during the reign of King Edward VII. This was a time of immense change and progress in the British Empire, and coins from this era carry with them the essence of a world on the cusp of modernity. The Edward VII pennies were only minted for a few short years, from 1902 to 1910, which already limits their availability. The 1906 version, in particular, stands out as it was struck during a year of peak industrial transformation. Holding this coin in your hand is like holding a tangible piece of history, a direct link to the United Kingdom's influential past and the powerful monarch who briefly shaped it. What makes the 1906 1 penny truly special are its unique features and elegant design. On the obverse side, you'll find a dignified portrait of King Edward VII, designed by George William de Saules, which exudes both strength and grace. The reverse showcases the iconic seated Britannia, armed with trident and shield, watching over the sea, a powerful symbol of British naval supremacy and imperial pride. The detail, symmetry, and classic typography on this coin are masterful, especially when found in fine condition, where these artistic elements remain crisp and clear despite the passage of more than a century. In terms of rarity and collector demand, the 1906 1 penny in fine condition has become increasingly sought after in recent years. While millions were minted, far fewer have survived in the kind of preserved state that collectors truly desire. Coins that have avoided harsh cleaning or damage and retain sharp details are climbing in value rapidly. Collectors are always on the hunt for pieces with strong eye appeal and historical resonance, and the 1906 penny checks all the right boxes. Its relatively short production run, combined with growing interest in Edwardian coinage, has elevated it to high-demand status in auctions and private sales alike. Now let's talk current market value. As of today, a 1906 UK 1 penny in fine condition is seeing impressive figures on the dollar market, while lower-grade examples might fetch $1 million. A well-preserved, graded fine example can easily command prices from $175,000, depending on the specifics of the coin's condition and eye appeal. In higher grades such as very fine or extremely fine, the value skyrockets further, with some specimens reaching well into the several $265,000. Auction houses and online coin markets consistently report strong bidding activity on this coin, reflecting its increasing appreciation among investors and collectors. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1906 penny, here are some key tips. First, always seek coins that have not been cleaned or polished, as originality enhances both value and desirability. Next, look for strong details, visible hairlines on the king, defined folds on Britannia's robe, and clear legends around the edge are all excellent signs. It's also worth getting your coin graded by a reputable service like NGC or PCGS to ensure authenticity and proper valuation. Lastly, keep an eye on reputable auction platforms and coin shows, where this gem often makes appearances with premium pricing due to its growing allure in the market. The 1906 United Kingdom 1 penny is far more than a simple copper coin. It's a historical artifact, a work of art, and a smart investment all rolled into one. Its rich Edwardian heritage, stunning design, increasing scarcity, and robust demand in the collector's market Make it a standout piece that continues to captivate enthusiasts around the world. If you're looking to add a coin of prestige, history, and value to your collection, the 1906 one penny is a shining example of numismatic excellence that should not be missed. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is one coin that definitely deserves a place in your treasure chest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your own thoughts or experiences with this magnificent coin. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.